Welcome to DOSHI. Firstly, we're just going to sign in as a financial advisor and treat it like we would on a daily basis. So let's go. This is the home screen. Here we have on the left side a tab called Contacts, and we can scroll through, swipe through our list of contacts. Obviously, as the app gets bigger and you get more and more contacts, you'll be able to use a search function. But for now, this is where we're at. Go back, look at this guy. The first thing you do, you can click on his name and find out more about him. So it works a little bit like a CRM in that respect. What's interesting is that, you have who he's referred by, their age group, why they use the app, what financial challenge they're facing. Now, of course, the first thing you might see is that on the left side, you have a little learning zone. And that tells you how this person's gone with attempting the last group of quizzes, which is based on the content played by the user on the app. As well, you can see some emojis there. We click on that. What we see there is how this particular user has felt about financial topics when discussing it with his advisors on DOSHI using the chat system. And you can see when you scroll down in the table what that particular user's been doing with the app. You can see that there's a column called type, and there are basically a few types. T for tips that you may have published about financial matters. So you can see if they've read them. Quizzes they've taken and the topic. And that's your contacts list. Now, I mentioned something called tips. Tips are something that you can create and edit. Works a lot like a cross between a micro blog like Twitter and a conventional blog, in the sense that you can create a new tip. So this could be student debt. You can add in there, read new tax changes. And we can put in a URL. Bear in mind, you can easily just copy and paste the URL if you have a browser open on your handset. So there we've entered the URL. It took me twice to enter it correctly. That's my learning difficulty, not the app's fault. You can save that, and next time your users come in, they'll be able to see that. So we can actually scroll through, swipe through. What's that last entry? Student debt. There it is. And with your existing tips, you can open the editor and make any changes to it. New episode on Learn, which the Save will know about because they have a Learn tab in their app. Save that, immediately updates. What's interesting, of course, is you can see down the bottom whether how many people have read it, whether they've liked it or disliked it, so you know what's working or not working. as I said, this works like a bit like Twitter and a microblog in that you can have your clients or prospects have a conversation with you about any of the financial tips that you publish, and have access to that anytime. You'll get a notification when people update these comments about your advice. And that's tips, simple. So your contacts, you have tips. As I said, you do get notices. So you'll get notices about people leaving a comment on your tip, about liking something that you've written as a tip, and when you get a message on the chat system. Like so. Chat's very simple, just like I am. You can also attach files. Very simple. Close it. Easy. Now you can manage your own profile. It's easy to change any information. You manage your subscriptions. This is, you see a defect here with the buttons not being fully displayed. Ignore that for now. Subscribe. Easy. Get the fingertip right. Done. And that's it. You go home, and this is where everything happens, where you can see what your clients are doing. You interact with your clients through tips and chat. So you know when you look at the client's contact card, what they've been learning, what they've been doing with the app, and how they're feeling about financial matters. Let's log out and come back in as a client or prospect.